always catching up from the stores like that. Getting shot.
I'm gonna be safe.
All right, everyone. This is John reporting from Rochester, New York. I'm gonna step away from the music just so I could fill you guys in on what's going on here. So we're gathering over here on Jefferson Avenue and McCree. So today the police chief in Rochester resigned or retired. Him and a couple of other his officers under his command. Hold on one second. Let's check the live chat. Let me know if you hear me. The sound is clear. Alright, so it looks like we're going to start marching in a few minutes. They have barricades set up. Hey, can you let me know how
Rockin' no folks in, making the dance. Hey! Like I had the Z's here up in the brother.
Right now, and especially with the news about the police chief resigning or retiring today, and a bunch of his officers resigning together.
It's too much to even comment within a couple of minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know. Have you been out every night with the protest?
This is our first night being out with the little one, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Earlier it was intense, you know, so now that it's been a little bit calmer, the past couple of days we did want to come out because we have the little one, but you know what I'm saying?
I saw the police have been very violent, you know, with the pepper balls. And, did you hear this?
I believe that they did, but you know, I'm trying to stay away from all of that, you know what I'm saying? But I do have a young black male growing up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is not acceptable. My child should be able to grow up just as well as everybody else is, you know what I'm saying? So, no problem. Thank you.
Good night and be safe.
Thanks.
what they wrote in the Times today about the police chief, LaRon Singletary, and his other officers under his command, about how they resigned or retired. Let me pull up the article here. All right, so the title for the Times is Rochester Police Chief resigns after accusations of cover-up in Prude case. Daniel Prude. Daniel Prude was a black man who was killed back in March in police custody. Video came out, body cam video came out just recently, within the past couple of weeks, showing the the horrific display of police, how they handled that situation. He was a mentally ill person who needed some help. He was naked on the ground in the middle of the street, and they had a hood over his head. I guess I don't know what that was for, but it was just a terrible thing. It says here the mayor, Rochester mayor, said the police chief and the entire police command was stepping down days after the state attorney general, that's Attorney General Letitia James, said a grand jury would look into the death of Daniel Prude. So that is what, 3 days after she had stated that, that's when he announced that him and his other fellow officers are going to be resigning or retiring, whichever one. So let's go in here, let's see what else is going on. Black Lives Matter on the street, Jefferson Avenue. I believe this is the street where Daniel was killed, or where the incident was. I showed you guys before the mural that they had over there. Public safety building, which is a few minutes away from here. Try and do some more interviews. People get a little more settled in here. Over here is the Daniel Prude. In front of the Abundant Life Faith Center on Jefferson Avenue.
retired. He retired. He did not resign. Retired. Retired. The news is misreporting. It's misreporting. They're spreading that he resigned. He did not resign. He did not meet our demands. He retired so he can get that fat pension and still get paid. It is no different than all these officers being on paid suspension. Okay? And the city, lovely, and the city wants to act like they're doing us a favor. No, you're not doing us a favor. You need to prosecute these people. They don't need to be paid. That's the problem. They're being paid to kill us. They're getting paid to be on vacation from killing us so they can just return and kill us some more on our dime. Okay? No one resigned. They retired.
Thank you for clarifying.
Absolutely.
I saw a mixed reporting.
Yep.
I want to clear that up.
No.
There is the song. The song to go with the dance. See if we could speak to anybody else around here. Any other locals? How you doing?
Well, we haven't been to the protest in the past few days.
Okay.
But we know it's about Daniel Prude. And injustice. Yeah, we're from Williamson.
We're from Williamson.
How far is that from here?
Like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Here we go.
No, we've been here a few times.
I like
We came
that
from the
right here.
George Floyd one.
Oh, okay. How has
I don't think anything has changed. I think the cops are still being rude. And they're being racist and they're not doing their jobs correctly.
yeah, I saw
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm here.
Mind if I talk to you guys about the protests that have been going on here?
Sure.
Have you been out every night, pretty much?
No.
No, this is our first night out.
First night out?
Yeah.
Okay, and did you hear about the news about the officers, the police chiefs, and a few other officers? First it came out that they resigned, but they really retired,
Yeah.
so they're able to keep their pension.
Yeah.
Can you just clarify that and tell me about it, and how you guys feel, what you guys think about it, and what's going to happen from here on out? Because I know they had a few demands that they wanted, so can you just...
Yeah, I mean, I think it's bullshit. Like, I think that if we keep letting things like that happen, that's just going to perpetuate. And so that's not really giving into anything. That's not providing lasting change. It's one thing, they're taking the easy way out.
Absolutely.
Instead of, like, showing that they're wrong, showing that they were incorrect.
Right, so they didn't own up to anything.
No, they didn't own up to anything.
They went out.
The easy way. They took the easy way out. And they still get their pension. Like, it's not helping anyone.
I spoke to a few people back there. They're not happy about it. I'm not sure what the demands are. I didn't get to see...
Did you see the sheet that they're passing out?
No.
Oh, yeah. They're passing out this flyer.
All right, hold on. All right, so these are the people's demands.
And they're not even, like, owning up to the fact that Daniel Prude had, like, a mental health condition. You know? But it's not even coming into the context of all of these issues. Or, you know, by the police, like the police themselves, but by the RPD at all.
Right. So that the way they handled that was absolutely disgraceful. I mean,
I think.
So So with the can you just speak on what you just said about the mental health issue?
I think mental health condition. There needs to be, like, you know, when we talk about defunding the police, I feel like so many people don't realize that what that means is siphoning these things into. If someone has a mental health condition, like there was just something in Portland that was, they called a young child with Asperger's, they called to get help, and the police shot him too.
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City, sorry, I'm sorry about that.
So police showed up. Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
His caretaker called. His mother was his mother was on her first day of work. The child was having separation anxiety. 13 years old. Caretaker called to get assistance. Alerted the police that he was a non-violent, no weapons, just needed to be de-escalated the situation. They came into the house and shot the kid. I believe it was 8 times.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's one of these situations where we have to come up with a better system where there are people that are trained to respond to mental health scenarios.
They're putting the person first because they're ultimately in need of help. You know?
Right, absolutely. So there should be, I don't know.
De-escalating the situation. There needs to be, and that has to be in anything. This is like a situation where the person has a mental health condition, but also any sort of situation. You know, you see all these things where a person who's white is arrested and someone who is black or of color is killed. Why is that happening? Why can't there be a de-escalation in any situation?
They know how to de-escalate.
Yes, they know. And they choose.
Who they de-escalate.
It is a choice. Yeah.
Your name?
My name is Mitchell.
My name's Adrian.
Are you guys from Rochester? Local?
I am, like, I've been here. Yeah. We live here now. Yeah.
Thank you, man. And we're with Status Quo
Awesome.
on YouTube or Facebook, Twitter.
Cool.
Thank you very much. All right, everyone, it looks like they're going to start marching. I'm going to work my way to the front.
Yeah, actually, I was like, I'll do this today.
The white people.
They're all printed out. I got the same thing when you see it printed out.
We're here in Rochester, New York. Please hit that like button. Subscribe. Status Coup.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hello, everyone. First, I want to acknowledge that I got my dreads retwisted today. It's been a long time and the struggle's been real. But you guys did such an amazing job painting Black Lives Matter on Jefferson Avenue. Give yourselves a round of applause. We got a couple of different destinations tonight, but first I want to remind you that the mental health people have an orange band. If you're walking, if you encounter the cops, if this seems to be a bit much and you need somebody to talk to, please find somebody with an orange band. The elders can meet Myra Brown on the corner. I cannot remember. Oh, she's going to have a blue band. The organizers is going to have a yellow band. Those are the people that's going to give you direction. If you're a little stuck, I know yesterday the police didn't attack us, so we was a little stuck for a minute, looking for direction. So if you're a little stuck, look for somebody with an orange band. Yellow band, and they're going to give you direction. Anybody under the age of 18 should have a green band on, and if things get hot, we have people set aside in safe spaces to be able to take you out. Then we have our marshals. They have on white armbands. They're the people that's going to be making sure that we stay in line, that we stay together, that the crowd doesn't get too spread out, that we stay together. What else? I think that's it. Did I miss anybody? Band? Okay, usually before we march, we have songs and poems and all of that. Today we're going to have Anderson come and spit some knowledge. Let's give him a round of applause and give us a poem.
All Black Lives Matter. All Black Lives Matter. Peace, y'all. My name is Anderson Allen. Most know me as Poetically Undefined. So a few things I really want to just have everybody marching with today, like in your spirit and in your heart. And I really just want to call on the ancestor Audre Lorde. And I'm just going to read 2 quotes by her, and then I'm going to just continue going on as I am. If I didn't define myself for myself, I would be crunched into other people's fantasies for me and eaten alive. I have a duty to speak truth as I see it and share not just my triumphs, not just the things that felt good, but the pain, the intense, often unmitigated pain. And I really want us to think about what has happened over this last week. On Wednesday, we had 4 black women speak truth to power and reveal to us the murder of Daniel Prude by RPD. And not shortly after that, those women were arrested for speaking truth to power. For speaking truth to power. And we have to recognize that black women are out here putting their bodies, their lives on the line for us every single day. They need to be protected. They need to be respected. They need to be seen, heard, acknowledged right where they are, as they are. And it ain't just black women out here doing this work. We got black queer folk out here. We got black trans folk out here. They need to be seen, heard, acknowledged, protected by us. Period. And I want y'all to understand, when we say like all Black Lives Matter, we ain't just talking about black men. I know the media shows us a disproportionate rate of black men dying and being murdered by the hands of the police. But the reality is, underneath the names of all those black men, underneath the names of all those black men are black children, are black women, are black trans folk, are black queer folk. And we have to call them out. We have to make sure they are seen. We have to make sure that we are doing the work to make sure that they are acknowledged. And I cannot stress that enough. And while we out here, we got to make sure that each and every body, each and every black body, each and every black person is protected. They got to feel protected. And they got to know that we are protecting them every single day. And that don't just stop right here. You got to take this into your workplace. You got to take this to your gym. You got to take this when you go into your damn store. I don't care where you are. But you better be advocating and standing up for each and every black body that is here day in and day out. Because this ain't a fucking lifestyle. It is what it is. In this poem, I'm gonna spit it now because all Black Lives Matter, and I love y'all. But we could say it again. All Black Lives Matter. All Black Lives Matter. And one more thing, just before we go, make sure, because Black women, I do have to say this, like, are actually like the organizers and leaders of this movement. So make sure y'all are actually listening to and following Black leadership. Make sure you are listening to and following these Black women. Period. Point blank. All right. I rep the village disenfranchised in the concrete jungle. For the children looking for a Black transformer who converts himself from safe space to jungle gym. Safe space is a constant. From Rubik's Cube to dictionary. From living verb to extraordinary. They feared my greatness, and so did I. They feared my becoming, and so did I. I was blinded by the anointing within my clumsy grace, and somehow I still managed to stumble upon my greatness, which is proof that accidents have purpose and happen on purpose, which then proves that you have purpose. So I must stand and evolve in my power until the light comes on purpose. This world fears Black bodies embodying Black stars in Black space on Black time. When you see Black men give reverence to Black women, Black children, to all Black beings, this worship is ritual. They are our power. Without them, we are just warriors with spears and bleeding hearts, fighting for a now that can be nurtured and protected. I can feel the earth tremble in the breath of my lover's labor. I hold her hands as we brace ourselves for the next contraction. I carry a river in my eyes waiting to release itself. She squeezes in reciprocity and clinches for the final push. Yama yama woo. I have never seen a change so beautiful. Listen to the emphatic melody of a love child's purity. It's the sound of a father's lifeline double dutching with the replication of his DNA. I look into her eyes and see how far we have come. And I look at her mother knowing the path ahead is far from over, because the preservation of my legacy will cost me my life and then some. I hope the day never comes that I have to look my children in the eyes and tell them that they too must become martyrs in a war they never asked for. The powers that be only want what they can buy. And rising above the will of the almighty dollar makes you a threat to national security. Melanin in motion is synonymous to danger. Dribble your thoughts with a perseverance that sends death fleeting in the opposite direction. Run your route, my child. If the cops come knocking, daddy's blocking you till you reach the end zone. That is my duty as your father. I'll be a savage if it means Black children know they get to grow up in a world where it means to be a child. I will not whitewash your pride just to drape you in pretentious patriotism. I will not tell you to pledge allegiance to a country that paints you as a villain from your first cry. I will not tell you to be cold and burn to cinder till you are gray and lifeless. Our bodies have been fossil fuels turning the melting pot for far too long. Sons and daughters of the days to come. The pursuit of happiness is a long road to misery. Do not trouble yourself with such a thing that you effortlessly transcend. Chase your bliss. Remember who you are, who you've always been. A beautiful, majestic, undying love. A lineage of tribal spirit that traces back to a time when your heartbeat was just a random thought your parents couldn't fathom. You are the ascendants of your ancestors' greatest hope, so rise. You are the becoming of a nation, so rise. Lift the weight of oppression off your back and rise. Stand on the shoulders of the present moments and rise. Your brothers and sisters across the diaspora need you, so rise. I won't stop screaming until you rise. I won't stop bleeding until you rise. I won't stop dying until you rise. I will not stop dying until you rise. This is your world. Paint it as you see fit. You are my joy, and my joy is not to be tampered with. I love you. Claim what is rightfully yours. You are my joy. Claim what is rightfully yours. You are my life. Claim what is rightfully yours. You are my pride. Claim what is rightfully yours. You are my joy. My joy, my joy. You are my life. My life, my joy, you are my pride. My pride, my joy. My life, my pride. My joy, you are my joy. Claim what is rightfully yours. 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 You are my joy. Claim what is rightfully yours. Thank you.
go over our demands right now.
Okay, you better let them
That
know.
was amazing. Let's give him another round of applause. Okay? I was about to cry a fact here. So y'all, of course, we're not just out here marching and painting on the streets and singing and dancing and spitting poetry because we bored and don't got nothing to do. No. We got some demands, and I'm here to remind you what they are. So demand number one, this might sound repetitive because we repeat it every single night. We also going to have a teach-in talking about defunding the police again. So prepare yourselves. So demand number one, we want these officers to be fired. Period. We know historically that officers get fired and they go to other districts and work in other departments and work in other police departments. We want them to not be hireable in any other police department, and the best way to do that is to get them convicted. Prosecuted and convicted. Right now we know that they are on a paid vacation. But we'll be out here however long it takes until they are prosecuted, convicted, and fired. Period. I also want to remind y'all that we are winning. I just want to say it one more time. We are winning. Another one of our demands is that we wanted our Attorney General, Tish James, to convene the grand jury now. Not 6 months from now, not a year from now, not even 2 months from now. It's already been 6 months, and we say 6 months too long. We want her to convene the grand jury now. We know the other day she announced that she's convening the grand jury as we speak. So give yourselves a round of applause. I want you to understand that these things don't happen because people are being good people or because they think it's the right thing to do. These things are happening because of you, because of people power, because we're out here every night putting our foot on their necks.
Yes.
Another one of our demands, and I want to say again, we are winning, was that LaRon Singletary resigned. He is the police chief. Now, I want y'all to be very, very clear. He's no longer going to be our police chief, but he did not resign. He retired with a pension. Okay? So while we're glad that he's no longer going to be our police chief, we still need to keep our foot on their necks because the woman, an upstate New York police officer who stopped another police officer from choking a black man out, they are currently trying to take her pension. This man retired today with a pension. So keep that in the back of your head. We still got more work to do. Another one of our demands is that Lovely Warren, our current mayor, also resigns. You heard Stevie last night write the resignation letter for the mayor and read it and gave her 24 hours to respond. And I want y'all to know she hasn't responded yet. And that means she's calling our bluff. And we ain't out here playing, so we got a lot of work to do tonight. So prepare your hearts, prepare your minds. Thank you guys so much for coming out here again. We appreciate it. We love you. We appreciate it. We love you. We're going to start in a little bit. Please, 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 the number one thing is our safety, because who keep us safe? We keep us safe. Who keep us safe? We keep us safe. So talk to the person next to you, not right now because Tanya coming next, but as we go, talk to the person next to you. Make sure you know their name. Make sure you know if they got kids. Make sure you know if their kids started school last week or started school later this week. So that way, if somebody gets arrested, it's not a random person. It's not, I know Leticia is, you know. That's what, I know Stanley. She got arrested. She went to U of R. So get to know the person next to y'all. Next week, Tanya coming to the mic. Please, please, please give her a round of applause.
Well, I do have a bunch of dope shit to say, but before that, I lost my key. So if anyone sees a Hyundai key, it's like an old school. So if anyone sees a key on the floor, anywhere around here, just if you can look around.
Find the Hyundai keys.
That's me, and I'm a little fucked up out here. So thanks.
What color are they?
It's silver and black.
Silver and black.
But it's not like a push start special new key. It's a, you know, I brought the hoopty out for the night. They on some bullshit.
Okay, yeah,
just the
regular.
keys on a red loop. Yeah, if y'all can find that. But besides my current personal issue, what's up? Black Lives Matter? Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter? Black Lives Matter. How many days we been out here? Like, shit is hella beautiful, right? Like, not enough, right? We need to continue out here. I don't know why you're skipping. So I just want to say it's dope as fuck that we got the police chief to retire, whatever the fuck he on. We really got to make sure he don't get no dollars though, because we tired of folks getting dollars off of our necks. Also, these police officers getting overtime every night we out here, so we gonna be intentional in making them work for it and making them earn it. I heard that some officers is bringing home like $3K a week in hazard pay, overtime, and just regular pay. Like, that's what's happening right now. Nurses ain't making that much. Our teachers ain't making that much. None of us is out here pulling that much in. You could be scheming every type of unemployment and you still ain't getting $3K a week. So, it's some bullshit. And we really got to make sure, no, I'm dead ass. Like, we really got to make sure, like, we making them work for it because they really scheming and getting dollars off of us. I just want to say that this really shows that the city been on some bullshit. Don't think that this one situation is like, oh shit, just coming to a head. Oh my gosh, this just happened. This just showed that they always been doing this. And I heard a lot of folks saying today, like, well, what's going to happen next? Y'all want these people to resign? We going to get an even more racist person in? No. We keep applying this same pressure we've been applying, and we decide who next. We decide who we want as mayor. We decide who we want as police chief. We decide who we want in charge. And it say a lot about them that they like, oh, we can't kill niggas no more? Oh, well, fine. We quit. We don't want you. We don't want you if that's how you feel. Like, that's the real issue. Like, they like, oh, y'all not gonna let us just kick y'all ass whenever? That's not how it works. Well, that's how we know how to police. And if we can't police that way, we don't want to be policed. But we say, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. We don't really care. So this is a win for us. I feel like we should be in this place and celebrating what we've accomplished. Celebrate what more we can accomplish together. Keep this same energy together, because together, look how much we've accomplished. Like, look how much we've done. So I got another chant. I don't think we've done it, so it goes like this. When we fight, we win. 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 Okay, and then I got one more. We'll mix it in until later, so make sure you remember it. The people are unstoppable.
The people are unstoppable.
Another world is possible.
Another road is possible.
The people are unstoppable.
The people are unstoppable.
Another world is possible.
Another world is possible.
The people are unstoppable.
The people are unstoppable.
Another world is possible.
Another world is possible.
So really, like, let that shit resonate with you and sit with you, because people really asking questions like, well, what we gonna do? What's next? Like, we don't want people that's good with killing us and telling us lies for 6 months. That should not be the standard, and we will not accept it. And all of us being out here every night for 5 nights straight mean we over that shit, and we never gonna continue to accept it. We never going back to normal. This is the new normal. So that's it. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Please help me find my key.
Let's give Tanya another round of applause. And of course, Danielle's going to sing for us and get the mood right before we head out. So let's give her a round of applause as she comes. I want you to know that you are powerful. Make some noise if you know you are powerful. Make some noise if you know that you are beautiful. You made a change come to this city, and there are more changes to come, and we will do it. Y'all can't give up. Don't give up. I know we're tired. I just came from teaching at Brockport, okay? And I'm tired, but we can't give up, because I'm telling y'all, everyone is watching right now, and people are getting nervous, and that's exactly where you want them to be. Me and Ashley met with the mayor maybe like a year ago, talking to her about police reform. Nobody wanted to hear us in that office. I said to Chief Singletary, why are we stopping and frisking young people in the community? We don't stop and frisk people. That's what he said to us. We said to her, she said to us, well, we don't have police killing in our community. And I remember Ashley saying, what, are we waiting until it happens? Are we waiting until it happens? Ignored. I have been talking to Mayor Lovely about police reform since 2006, when she was the president of City Council. I'll never forget us protesting Bob Duffy's zero tolerance policy, and she was the president. We've been talking about this for a long time. So some of y'all may think it's not appropriate to ask for resignations, but you may not know the history. We've been going to this woman for a long time. But you know what we didn't have? We didn't have all of you. And now we have all of you. And the possibilities are endless. Now we got people talking about, well, yeah, I guess we can reallocate resources. Well, yeah, I guess we don't need to build that police department because y'all showed the fuck up tonight. No amount of tear gas, no amount of pepper bullets, nothing can stop you. You showed up, and now they are shook. So don't you stop. We know we shall win. We are confident in the victory of good over evil. We know we shall win. We are confident in the victory of good over evil. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to start marching in 2 minutes. Give yourselves another round of applause. Y'all, I just want to shout out, they're going to hate me, but I just want to shout out my 4 nieces. They look just like me. They've never been to a protest before, and this is their first time, so can we give them a round of applause? And if they get tear gas tonight, I'm going to jail, period. Oh, you guys, I don't want you to march, but I want us to move toward Bronson. Just turn your bodies, but don't move your feet. Y'all know how y'all do. Be gone. And Tanya's gonna lead us. And can all of our marshals, we're actually going down Dr. Samuel McCree Way. So if you guys can come over here, that would be great.
That's white tape. Marshals are the white tape.
Is you standing behind me? Thank you so much for coming.
Ashley, I'm taking the screen right on my arm.
You want this?
I'm just asking. My microphone don't got a battery.
You ready? Guys, come on. Excuse me.
Let's go to the car.
Don't start moving yet. Hold this one.
Jump subject, Sayo.
What?
You don't get an email against your successful.
I just want to give it somebody with a piece of it. I have 2 pieces of soap.
The one with the iPhone, right?
Who's up?
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're not ready yet.
Just my dress.
I hope everyone's doing well. Hit the like button, subscribe, status quo. Alright, it looks like they're very uniformed, very organized. Dude, he dropped it. Beautiful.
How y'all feeling, black man? How y'all feeling, black man? How y'all feeling, black man? Good.
Not exactly sure where we're marching to. I'm going to say we're going to be marching to the public safety building where the police department is. It's about a 15-minute, I would say about a 15-20 minute walk from here.
We shut shit down. We shut shit down. We shut shit down. Our streets. 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 We shut shit down. We shut shit down. We shut shit down. Daniel Prude. Daniel Prude. What's his name? Daniel Prude. Say his name. Daniel Prude. Say his name. Daniel Prude. Black Lives Matter. 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 Stop these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. Justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
Alright, so as you can see, it's a pretty large crowd. Definitely a couple of hundred people out here marching. It was a good rally over on Jefferson Avenue. Okay, I'm going to work my way back to the front of the march. Tried to hang back just to give you guys a perspective of how many people are out here tonight. Please, everyone, don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends and family that we are live in Rochester, New York. Status quo. Not much media out here, not much press. Very few. Hold on 1 second. The vibe and the atmosphere is very positive. People are very caring, supportive of one another. Walking through the residential area in Rochester. The residents outside, some people in support, out videotaping, recording the march going through their neighborhood. Let me get in the front here, give you guys a shot.
Daniel Prude! Say his name! Daniel Prude! Say his name! Daniel Prude! Black Lives Matter! 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 Black people united will never be defeated. The 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 people united will never be defeated.
Please, everyone, share this live stream. Share this feed. Get this out there.
People united will never be
Let everyone know
defeated.
there's,
The people united.
I don't know, a few hundred people out here in the streets of Rochester protesting after the death of Daniel Prude. So just to bring it back up to speed, the police chief, LaRon Singletary, and his other officers under him did not resign. They retired. So that means they will be getting their full pension. Let me get up here.
Ain't no power like the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, 'cause the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, 'cause the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, 'cause the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, 'cause the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, 'cause the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, 'cause the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people.
protest stretches about a block long. I don't know, I would say maybe close to 1,000 people in here. Maybe more.
Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
Hey, 700 people watching, very nice. Keep sharing, keep hitting that like button, get this out there. Subscribe if you are not a member. Status quo. I will be out here. I have my gear, I have a face mask in case the police start deploying the tear gas. I have some other protective equipment in case they start shooting the pepper bullets again. That happened a few nights ago, not the past 2 nights. The past 2 nights has been pretty quiet. Well, I'm directing traffic over here. Pretty organized. Very organized over here. Chanting, say his name, Daniel Prude.
Daniel Prude! Daniel Prude!
Wait.
There's a kid out the window with a sign. Sign says, "We protect us." This says, "Convict killers, convict killer cops." I see one Donald Trump sign, maybe Dump Trump or something like that. Alright, they're going down Quiet Street down here. I'm not sure what street this is. I'm not sure if this route is, if there's any, anything significant about this route that they're taking. I'm going to try and ask one of the organizers. Let me see, let me get up here. Chanting, we're tough, we're ready.
We ready. We coming. We ready. We coming. We coming. We ready. 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 You ready? We coming. We ready. 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 We ready. We coming.
Haven't seen any police officers just yet. On my way over here, there were officers near the public safety building, sitting in their patrol cars. So in the front here, they have the bikes, protesters on bikes. They usually stop the traffic and give a heads up if anybody needs to know anything. They usually call it out, but mostly for traffic and like a There's like a block between other protesters and police officers, if anything. There's a nice shot here. Not sure which way they're marching. Trying to let them through, trying to let her through. Alright, looks like this street, Frederick Douglass.
Unsure as we shutting down this whole ass street. Who shut shit down? We shut shit down. Who shut shit down? We shut shit down. Who shut shit down? We shut shit down. If they don't give us our shit, we shut shit down. If they don't give us our shit, we shut shit down. Who shut shit down? We shut shit down. Who shut shit down? We shut shit down. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. We come. We ready. 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 We coming. We ready. We coming. We come. We ready.
Ready, we're coming. We're ready, we're coming. That's what they are chanting.
We're coming. We're ready.
Hope everyone's doing well. Please like this stream. Please share this stream. Get the word out there. The people of Rochester are not happy about the chief of police retiring, not resigning. We also heard from one of the organizers, Ashley, that the mayor, Lovely Warren, has also resigned. I believe that news just came out today, along with the chief of police retiring. Not sure what the case is about the mayor. I'll have to get more info on that. All right, so before we get to the public safety building, I'm going to jump in the middle of the protest, just walk alongside the protesters, trying to speak to any of them if I can.
want us to like walk through the street right now and really stand in our power. If you was out here the other night when the police was on some bullshit, chasing us through the town like this was Call of Duty or some shit, I need y'all to really just stand in your power walking around this corner, because it's fuck 12 big time. So no justice!
Here are some.
No justice!
We have some police officers over here. To the right.
Fuck 12, no justice! No peace! Fuck these racist ass police! Fuck 12, no justice! No peace! Fuck these racist ass police! Fuck 12! No peace! Fuck these racist ass police!
Bikers are gonna go scout out the. They're gonna go scout out the path, create a barrier between the police and the protesters to avoid any violence. He's up in here, so you guys. That's his name, Daniel Prude. Died in the hands of police custody. He was a man who needed some help, and he did not get that. Sorry. I'm going to jump ahead because I believe we're getting closer to the public safety building. It's on this road.
Good formation, boys!
All right, so right here is the public safety building, the police department. Let me just show you where we're at. Alright, so I'm not sure who these people are standing in front. We just got over here. There is the Rochester City Public Safety Building. A few officers are outside the building. Alright.
Black Lives Matter!
I would say maybe about 25 police officers outside in front of the building. Maybe more, maybe about 30, 40. A few officers over here on the bridge.
You do this for Black Lives. But it's like a turn up. Turn up, so turn down. We do this for Black Lives. Turn down. We do this for Black Lives.
There's some shields here. A lot of Hail Mary full face. This is the American we made. Black Lives Matter.
We do this for Black Lives. We do this for Black Lives.
No cops in Valhalla. Maybe Valhalla's another town close by. Very nice. Very nicely done.
All peaceful here. It's all peaceful here. Shout out to Kells. Queen is in the front.
A lot of energy over here. Great, great energy.
We do this for Black Lives. Turn up, don't turn down. We do this for Black Lives. Turn up, don't turn down. We do this for Black Lives. We do this for Black Lives. We do this for Black Lives. Don't turn down. We do this for Black Lives. Turn up, don't turn down. We do this for Black Lives. Turn up, don't turn down. We do this for Black Lives. Turn up, don't turn down. We do this for Black Lives.
don't have nothing to say, just remind yourself why you're out here. And just remind yourself that your energy matters. And just remind yourself to turn the fuck up. Because that's what we out here to do. So we got another one real quick just to remind all these folks in here that didn't leave their job though already, that one y'all all gonna get fired. Like it's stuck each and every single one of y'all. Whoever driving the drone, whoever got the sniper, all y'all fuck ass people that's not at home with your kids or whatever, fuck each and every single one of y'all. And this is dedicated to you. Lovely Lamar left and Lovely's next.
Yeah.
Retire and Lovely's next.
And we're going after Sandra Doley too.
Yep.
She is the prosecutor. Sandra Doley, she's the prosecutor. She's the only one who can prosecute those officers for the crimes that they did. And if she doesn't, she's part of the problem.
What's your name again?
My name is Akila Savernell Bay. I'm with CJI, Community Justice Initiative.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Lovely's next. And Lovely's next.
So LaRon left and Lovely's next. Lovely, Mayor Lovely Warren, that's her name. So Lovely did not resign.
And Lovely's next. And Lovely's next. And Lovely's next. LaRon left. And Lovely's next. And Lovely's next. And Lovely's next. And Lovely's next. LaRon left. 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 And Lovely's next.
Adam Mello, gotta go. Whoever the deputy mayor, he on some white boy fuck bullshit too. He gotta go too. Oh, and the officers that's still not fired, all gotta fucking go. Thank you. So all of these people, anybody got a live right now, you can just zoom in. So all these motherfuckers committed murder 6 months ago. Chief Singletary, already out of here. Mark Vaughn, gotta get fired. Michael Majeri, whatever the fuck his name is, gotta get fired. Troy Talladay, gotta get fired. Francisco Santiago, gotta get fired. EMTs, gotta get fired.
Julian Brett, gotta go.
Julian Brett or some shit. I don't know. She gotta fucking go. Oh, Julie and Brett. Oh, they're two different people. They gonna fucking come here.
Says Julie now.
So fuck the police and fucking
And the EMT.
And the EMTs. Who's next? All of y'all, that's the answer. Y'all next.
Daniel Steph.
Oh, right. Who's next?
Who about to lose their job? Who about to lose their job?
Who about to lose their job?
Who about to lose their job?
That's all.
Who about to lose their job? 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 Ask them. Who's gonna lose their job? 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 Y'all can be louder than that.
check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. The people are unstoppable. Another world is possible. 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 Like that. So you know how you be on break at your job and you don't actually want to do nothing, you just want to sit and talk to your friends? So they shouldn't be able to sit and talk to their friends. So we should be too loud for them to have any fucking conversation. They should not enjoy their job at all today. I want them to go home and feel like they're the scum of the earth because they are. Okay? So that's what we're going for. Like, idea is to make all of them cry. So if y'all can make that happen, you'll get an extra 10 points. So when you're singing it, make sure you give them the fucking finger or something. Let them know they ain't shit. So let's try it again. The people are unstoppable. Another world is possible. The people are unstoppable. Another world is possible. The people are unstoppable. Another world is possible. The people are unstoppable.
Please subscribe to Status Crew. Please subscribe. Please like and share this feed. There's a beautiful protest out here.
Another world is possible. The people are unstoppable.
Please subscribe if you are not a member.
Another world is possible.
Please leave super chats in the live chat.
Another world is
I'm going to be out here for a couple more hours.
The people are unstoppable. Another world is possible. 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 The people are unstoppable. Another world is possible.
Alright, they're going to be painting another mural here. Leave your super chats in the comments. Subscribe if you are not a member. I will be out here all night with the protesters.
Another world is possible. So when we fight, we win. United we stand. United we fall. United we stand. United we stand. United we fall.
Chants are united we stand, divided we fall.
United we stand. Divided we fall. Divided we fall. Take a second, realize your life, meet your neighbors, tell them hey, and you can really however you can socially distantly do it, you can really pat them on the back take it over today because we couldn't do this shit without every single one of y'all. Like, again, we making this thing. So check your team or whatever because we can and all that shit. And it's not just with that pain. Come on, guys, just watch that. You know what I'm saying? You know, we'll always be playing. But when we do all this shit, when we see like, oh, nobody can
Yeah, because I joined.
and nobody got shit to say about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, please. This is another night. But we'll do a chant, so we'll make sure everybody hear it. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love. And support each other. And support each other. We have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love. We must love. And support each other. And support each other. We have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose. Our change. Our change. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love. And support each other. And support each other. We have nothing to lose. Put your fist up if you're able. Thanks. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love. We must love. And support each other. And support each other. We have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose. Our change. Our change. So what do you want them to hear that when they go to sleep at night? Hey, I want them tossing and turning like, is it my duty? Whose freedom am I fighting for? I want them to really be questioning the shit they doing with their lives because y'all making some fucked up life choices. If nobody told you, let me be the one to tell you you're doing fucked up shit with your life. Like seriously, all of you, you're fucked up people. But yeah, it's our duty to remind them of that shit. Every fucking night we out here. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love. We must love. And support each other. And support each other. We have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose. Our change. Our change. So remember that shit, moving it, make it your life mantra or whatever that you do so you wake up and be like, am I breaking these chains today? What can I do to break another chain today? Did I break this chain yesterday? Because I think we broke a fucking chain. I'm not sure. But it was we broke something. Well, people think like that. So, we're still not sure. So, they get more benefit than I do.
Somebody else?
Like Mooney matter.
Mooney can you.
Mooney can go.
Okay, you guys here. I don't know if they got it. We can just give them a gift. Yeah, fuck that too. And then later, if you're over here, so you didn't get a special one. But also, fuck you. We're seeing like the children out here using stuff out here. So you want to say that three presidents. All right, fuck that. Yes, yes, girls. Go on to your kids. Go on to your kids. Go on to your kids.
Looks like they're spelling out murder. Spelling out murder. Right in front of the public safety building. this your first time out here, or you've been out here?
No, I've been out here a couple of days, yeah.
It's been pretty rough. I've seen some videos with the tear gas and
yeah. Well, I wasn't out here for that one. I wasn't out here.
Alright, so the past nights, it's been okay. Yeah, that's good. Oh, well, I think that over there on that side, you know? Pretty much. On the front lines, in between the police protesters. Police are dressed in riot gear. Let me zoom in so you can see.
We don't see no riot here. We don't see no riot here. Why are they in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are they in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are they in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are they in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are they in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are they in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are they in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are they in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. We don't see no riot here. Why are they in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are they in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are they in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here.
My turn. All right, y'all. We're going to go over our fucking demands because we're not out here just marching for no reason. We got actual demands and we got shit that we need for them to do. No. No.
So here are the people's demands. Can they hear me this way? Okay. Bring criminal charges against officers Mark Vaughn, Troy Talladay, Francisco Santiago, Andrew Speckscore, Josiah Hart Harris, Sergeant Michael Margree, and Paul Ricotta. Fire and prosecute all of those officers. We already said y'all had to quit your jobs. Y'all can quit your jobs. Y'all can get fired. We're going to defund the police. Y'all going to be unemployed either fucking way. Period. Period. The next demand is to free them all. Free them all. We want y'all to drop the criminal charges against all protesters arrested since May 29th. All of them. 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 Charges. Here's a kicker. Maybe y'all haven't heard this one yet. Defund, 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 and demilitarize the RPD. Immediately prohibit the use of military-grade weapons by the RPD, specifically the ones that they use against our fucking citizens. We are going to cut the RPD's budget and fund community-led. Say community-led. 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 Alternatives. We are going to divest from Mobile County Jail and invest in black and brown communities. Tell them that. That means we are cutting 100% of your budget and refunding the citizens. Yes. 100% defund the fucking police! Defund the police! Defund the police! Defund the police! I don't know about y'all, but I can't just sit on my job and look and not do nothing and get paid. But that's just me. Look at them. They not doing nothing right now, y'all. They collecting the check right now for doing nothing. For shame. For shame. Our next demand is to get Daniel's Law passed. Say Daniel's Law. 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 Daniel's Law is a legislation prohibiting police from responding to mental health calls. Period. 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 There is no reason why folks that can't even do a protest could go and answer the calls of folks that have mental health issues. We are clearly shown that based on what happened to Daniel Prude. You are not the people qualified to do anything, especially mental health. That's why we have psychiatrists and psychologists and therapists and other folks that went to school to learn how to deal with people. Unfortunately, that's not y'all. And y'all don't want to be it because y'all can still quit your job right now. Right now, you can quit your job and be a therapist. You want to help somebody. If you want to help somebody, y'all want to sit there and collect the check for nothing. I understand. And then we're asking y'all to resign. 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 Resign! 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 We are asking for the immediate. The immediate. That means right now. That don't mean tomorrow. That don't mean in another hour. That means right now. The immediate resignation of Lovely Warren. Of Lovely Warren. Well, Chief Secretary already put in his resignation, so there's that. Check him off. That's one. That's one. Who's next? Who's next? For their cover-up and failure to lead, and failure to lead, and failure to lead, and failure to act, and failure to be accountable to the people of this fucking community. They were knowingly withholding this information for 6 months, y'all. He resigned in September. He could have resigned in March if we're talking about integrity. But when we talk about integrity, that means you got to do the right thing when nobody is watching. Okay? That means when ain't nobody watching, you doing the right thing. These folks here are not doing the right thing, and they are not doing it on a consistent basis. There is no reason why this community waited till September to hear about the death of Daniel Prude when they knew about it in March and failed to act and do anything about it. Tell me who could do that at their job. Tell me who could do that at their job. Kill somebody and don't have no accountability to no fucking body. And then cite integrity. Y'all can look up what integrity means, but I'm telling you, it means when you are doing the right thing when nobody, when it's you and whoever made you. That's it. When it's just you and your pillow that you did the right thing. It shouldn't take 5-6 days of people out here on the streets being assaulted by these same fuck-ass officers that killed Daniel Prude. Who is out here getting their ass whipped by the police? Tell me who got their ass whipped by the fucking police within the last 5 days? Oh. At 9:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, at Rochester, New York PD, tweeted out, protesters have started throwing rocks at officers.
Press, listen real quick. Press and media, we need you right now. If you are press and media on the front lines right now, we need you to retweet that this is a whole lie. You are press. We don't see no rocks. Ain't no rocks on the ground. Ain't no rocks being thrown. We need folks to retweet that this is a lie so people can see the pervasive lying that they do. Media, if you want to be on the right side of history, tell the truth that we are doing nothing here but chanting and talking, and rocks have not been thrown.
And rocks have not been thrown. Let's say it one more time. And rocks have not been thrown. So tell whoever in there tweeting they can quit their job for also being inadequate, inept, unprepared,
No integrity. Of course, no integrity. We already knew that.
No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
No justice.
Fuck these racist ass police. No justice. Fuck these racist ass police.
No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice,
no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. Why is he sitting on a chair? Why is he sitting on a chair? These racist ass police.
no justice, no peace.
Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
No justice, no peace.
Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice,
no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
Fuck them, no justice, no peace.
Fuck these racist ass police.
No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace.
Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
They think it's a game. They think it's a joke. 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 Don't even recognize it's not no fucking joke. We're gonna be out here every day till this building is fucking open to the public.
Alright guys, please hit that like button. Put something in the super chats, in the comments. Subscribe to this channel if you are not a member. I've been out here with the protesters marching for a couple hours now. As you can see, the police department put out that tweet at, I believe it was 9:01, that protesters were apparently throwing rocks. I mean, I've been out here, nothing has been thrown. There was not even a confrontation between the police and the protesters, so that was a blatant lie. You know, just what they do. So let's see here. They're going to be starting to paint this sign here. Pro-black isn't anti-white. I guess they're just waiting on the paint to get over here, and then they're gonna paint the spells out murder. Let's see what we have over here. It looks like they're spelling out murderers. Over here outside the crowd, it's just a few people hanging out. Got some music playing. Yeah, I'm not sure how much. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check out if there's anything. A lot of people out here today. A lot of people out here tonight.
Hopefully Let me know.
Mask off, hands out.
Yeah, I do know. You don't have a union though, right?
Excuse me. More speakers up there. Yeah. Excuse me.
And if you think about like every topic of our lives, like we have
then most of us are going to follow through and we're going to do what they tell us to do. Now, a lot of people don't know what the flag is called. But you don't know what they're called. But this is the flag of North America. We own all of the Americas. They were all together, okay? And when the United States formed, they needed somebody to help them be recognized as a nation because there were so many foreigners that came here to this land, and when they got here, they thought they were their paradise. And one of the things that they said when they got here was, they went back to the Pope and said, listen, man, I can get you that land. It's so beautiful. It's like paradise. He said, but there's one problem. It's savages in the land. And when they said it was savages in the land, I don't understand how a paradise can have savages. That's number one. So you know clearly that has to be a lie because a savage will tear your shit up. Look at the air around us. Look at the water that they destroyed. My people is called Native Americans. The original definition of 1928 is the Coppertone people known as Native American, now known as the European. It sounds like our birthright was stolen. And this is not to take nothing away from anybody who is here to assist us. But at some point in time, we have to realize that the reason why nobody has come to assist us and help us is because we have not been claiming to be part of the human family. We've been calling ourselves black. We've been using descriptions to describe us. When we did have nationality that was stolen from us because they put us into slavery, they chose us and changed our names. Well, if we told them our name was Chief Morocco or whatever, they said your name is Toby.
Bitch, my name ain't Toby.
Listen, if I whoop your ass long enough, your name is Toby. And that's what they did to our people. That's what they've been doing to our people. Now, I've been going around teaching people all around. I've been hitting different parts of the United States. We meet up in different places to learn the history. I do the research. People don't even know what the stomping grounds we are on right now in Rochester. We done had a lot of people come through this land because this land is very important. It's sacred land. Now, I want to tell you what Mayor did to us. The mayor, once upon a time, not too long ago, I was about to go into some slick rich shit, but I do that sometimes. Behind us, right, y'all see that river back there, right? Y'all remember the Underground Railroad? Yes! Okay, right? Who came through that? Us. We came through that. Harriet Tubman came through that, right? Yep. Did y'all think she walked through that shit? No. Nah, they called her the conductor, right? The only time you call somebody the conductor is if they run in a train. She looked like a man, so she passed for a man, so she was able to drive that train, and she was able to get a lot of people to here to freedom. But just remember, even though they came over here to freedom, it might have been a different type of freedom, but it really wasn't freedom because we came over into capitalists. And when they was able to capitalize on every single thing, that made you even more of a slave, even if you thought you was free. Okay? In this land, when we come here, we're here, we're building all this shit. What they do is they tax
So, did it die? Hello. They tax us in our own land. Okay. My check. My check. My check. I know y'all hear me. Oh, damn, I know y'all hear me. Okay. So, here, the history we have. We got Frederick Douglass. They talk about Frederick Douglass. They talk about Harriet Tubman. They talk about Susan B. Anthony. They don't talk about all those other freedom fighters that was here and the different things that they did. We got buses. We got buses inside of what's that hotel down there on
The Hilton?
State Street. State Street. Yeah, the Hyatt inside. No.
The Hotel California?
Welcome to the hotel. I think it's the Radisson. Inside of there, they have a bus inside of there. That bus is a statue of a man. His name was, I believe, John Hanson, I believe. And he did a whole lot of stuff in Rochester. Nobody talks about him. But he was a Moor in Rochester. And they called a lot of the lands Mount Moor Rush. When you hear Moors, don't think that we're foreigners. We are in our land. We just call ourselves Moors because we have separated ourselves from some of our other tribes. We're considered Cherokees. We're considered Blackfoots. We're considered Chickasaw Moors. We're considered Choctaw Moors. We're considered Seminole Moors, and so many different types. And there's people who are walking around pretending like they're us and they're not.
All right, y'all make some noise for it.
Oh, one more thing. Black Lives Matter. One more thing. Yo, we need to pass Naila's law so we can keep our children safe. That's number one. Okay. We want to keep those cuffs off those babies because putting those cuffs on it causes post-traumatic slave disorder. And I call it post-traumatic slave disorder because that's what they did to us. They always put chains on us. They made baby chains too, okay? So we want to pass the Naila's law along with the Daniel's law because that goes hand in hand when you're dealing with mental health. And because of the children, they're going to suffer mental health. That's what PSTD is. So we must make sure that we are asking, no, we're not asking shit. We're telling them to pass these laws to protect our children. And if they're not going to protect our children, then we got to protect the children. Who do we protect? No, we protect ourselves, right? Is that what we do? I didn't hear y'all. Who do we protect?
We protect ourselves.
Who do we protect?
We protect ourselves.
Who do we protect?
We protect us.
Who back we got?
We got our back.
Who back we got?
We got our back.
Who backs we got?
We got our back.
They ain't got our back. And y'all is under oath, and y'all are in violation of your oath, and y'all are going to go to Guantanamo Bay. I'm going to make sure of that.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter.
So we're gonna. Okay. Mic check. You can hear me?
You can hear me in the back? No? Mic check! Mic check! Mic check! Mic check! Like if you right here, turn around and make sure the person behind you got the mic check. Mic check! Mic check! Mic check! The mic checking too, my bad.
I'll chill. My bad.
So today is the birthday of Craig Hurd. I'm not sure if y'all know or remember who Craig Hurd is, but in 2002, when I was a freshman in high school, Craig Hurd was driving the car, and the police shot the car up and killed him, and he was like a young man. I can't remember exactly how old he was, but he was like a teenager, and they ain't have to do him like that. And he never got justice. Like, they shot the car up, and it's not a occurrence that just happened in Rochester. Cleveland PD also shot up a car with a man and a woman in it, stand on the hood of the car, shot the car up, and they got off for it too. So it's a regular occurrence that the police shoot cars up, shoot folks up, and just complete, oh, that's fine. Oh, the car, it's a whole moving vehicle. You just couldn't let it go. If it was a white boy driving, I'm just saying, it'll be fine. We know what happened to Tamir. And so we can look at what happened to Tamir and what happened to these other young men and see how they do these a white boy just killed somebody in, where was that? In Wisconsin, wherever they was at, and whatever that was. Everplace. Sorry. And he got to go home. Dylan Roof, they took him to get Burger King. Like, so you know specifically how these police do little white boys in comparison to how they do little black boys. Little black boys are never seen as just little kids, as innocent. It's something I personally deal with because I got a son, right? And he 11. He's so cute, and to me, he mad adorable. But also, like, he a big person. Like, he a big kid. Like, he bigger than me, actually. And it's a lot because I know that my baby don't never actually get to be a baby. And he don't ever, like, he only a baby in my eyes. Because besides that, like, to them, he a threat. And to a bunch of other folks, he a threat. And the thing is, he understand that, even at 11. So when we watch the news and we have these conversations, he like, yeah, Mom, because that's messed up, because I could be next. And that's how he rationalizes shit. Like, that's how he see it. And I don't think it's fair that that's the world he got to live in. And I don't think it's fair that that's how he got to go through it and see things. When we first went to Ferguson whenever we first went to Ferguson, that was like one of the reasons why we went, because it was like, damn, Mike Brown could really be my son. Like, that's really what it is. And it's just fucked up. Like, mothers shouldn't have to lose their children all the time. And it's not just your sons. Like, Ayanna Stanley Jones got shot in the bed. Like, she was upstairs in her house, minding her business. The police came in, no knock warrant, shot the house up. This baby was laying in her bed. Similar to Breonna Taylor, who still don't got justice. Ayanna Stanley Johnson also never got justice. And it's fucked up. Our kids can't even be kids. But specifically, Craig Hurd didn't get a chance to be a kid. He didn't get a chance to grow up and be like a whole man. Bam, so I just turned 30-something, right? But after, like, my Saturn return and all that, I'm like, yes, you know, I got all of it here. I'm like, that Saturn return do a lot, don't it? But it's like, I got a chance to be there and go through it and be 27 and 28 and, like, get my brain to actually develop, because our brains don't even develop till we 25, right? So it's like, if the police killing our kids before they even get a chance. That was for y'all. Fuck y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all thought I was done for y'all. Fuck y'all. So, yeah, our children don't even get a chance to grow up and be full people, and make bad mistakes, make good mistakes, whatever. Like, if it's a white boy, they just boys gonna be boys. It's just like that. They could steal a car, they could rob a bank, they could have a scam concert series or some shit. They just gonna make a Hulu special about it and be like, oh, that was funny. But let it would have been us, we going to jail forever, ever. Or we gonna die, or we get shot. And that's what happened to Craig. So we're gonna take a moment of silence. If you could sit. We just gonna do 5 minutes. Put your fist in the air if you can. Just silence for Craig, because he didn't get a chance to make it this far. And today would have been his birthday, and so we want to celebrate him. So put your fist up if you can. I'm gonna put my timer on. And we just gonna take up space for Craig Hurd. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Oh, we was talking about Craig Hurd, who RTD also murdered. So say his name, Craig Hurd. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. So we're gonna take 5 minutes of silence for him on his birthday, because his Black Lives Matter. Oh, and fuck 12. Mr. Drummer, it's a moment of silence. Thanks. y'all can say excuse me quietly as we're having a moment of silence. Thank you.
Sorry about that. We got 43 seconds left. Come on, thank you. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. And it don't matter which name you saying, because at the end of the day, RPD took these men's lives, and they ain't have to. They should have full lives. That man was having a health crisis. They could have helped him. That boy was driving a car. They could have did something else, but instead they don't feel like our lives matter, and that's what we see. So Black Lives Matter. 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 All right, so we're going to do some art as resistance out here, similar to what we did on Jeff, because resistance isn't just marching up and down the street. Resistance isn't just raising our voice. We can resist in many different ways. Particularly, shout out to the folks working at Wegmans that was like, fuck 12, we ain't making them no subs. Let's keep that same energy. So wherever you at, it's not just resistance out here. If you got a cousin or an uncle or whatever that's working for the city, they had to come set these barriers up. Be like, oh, nah, let's go on strike. We seen what the NBA players just did. Like, strike is a real option. So if you working at Wegmans or Salvador's or some shit like that, and they like, oh, we about to go feed 12, be like, fuck 12, I ain't doing it. And if you tell your coworkers to do it, you're on strike. And y'all just organizing, y'all just did big shit. So keep that same energy. So the amazing Reverend Myra has some words, so we're gonna pass the mic to Reverend Myra. You got
Test it. So, cities across America have been having the same problems with policing systems forever, almost since its inception. And I think it's important for us to know why.
Most policing systems in this country were started and created in the 17th century. And they were created after emancipation to answer one question. Now that black people are free, what do we do with the blacks? We can't own them anymore. We can't exploit them anymore for free. And we can't control them anymore. So what do we do with the black people? And the policing system in America was more than happy to answer that question. They created a blueprint, a slave patrol blueprint for black and brown bodies. And so what we are getting in America is what the blueprint is designed to do. That's why it doesn't matter if you call for reform. If the blueprint is faulty, the reform on top of the blueprint will be faulty. You have to defund the blueprint. Come on, say that with me. Defund the blueprint. We're being called in this moment. God has given us the moment of the pandemic of coronavirus. The gift in it is that the systems were shut down for us to pay attention to them. And before they get up, before they get their strength and start moving again, we have this moment in time to dismantle these systems and defund this blueprint of white supremacy and white domination that was baked into these systems and stamped in it from the beginning. What does it say about us? If we don't do this work, what does it say about us when we know that our systems, our healthcare systems, our policing systems, our economic systems, our housing systems, all were answering that question? What does it say about us when we know that the blueprint is white supremacy and domination to give inequities and oppression to people of color and just keep on living our lives as if we don't know? Once you see, you cannot unsee. And so we have this situation in our world where people have eyes and will not see, ears and will not hear. But we have named the problem, and we're going to make them hear us. We're going to make them use those ears that they have, and we're going to make them use their eyes, because we have disclosed the problem. And I just think that you're such an amazing group of people. You stir my heart every time you invite me to join you to march these streets. Every time I get an opportunity to speak truth to power. We are paying for our own terror. Who pays for their own terror? And there are those that say, you know, this is about good and bad cops. It is not about good and bad cops. It is about a system that will feed off of a good cop just as well as it will propel a bad cop. Because where was the good cop when Daniel Prude was dying on that street? Where was the good cop that said, hey, check on him after a minute. Don't leave that cap on his face for 3 minutes. Where was the good cop that said, hey, don't leave him naked on those streets. Cover him up. Where was the good cop when they held his legs and when they put the knees in his back and when they pushed his head down? Where were the good cops to say, hey, I'm not with that. Don't do that. That's wrong. Why was there so much silence if this is about good and bad cops? Because it is not about good and bad cops, and we cannot let them convince you of that. This is a system, a white supremacist, white domination system that has been answering the question for centuries about what do we do with these black and brown bodies that are walking around free. And so Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. And so in this work that we're going to do, the other thing that I've heard in this community from folks that aren't quite sure and they're on the fence is this idea that I'm scared, I'm afraid, there might be chaos, there might be anarchy. They're not really afraid of chaos and anarchy. They're afraid of black and brown chaos and black and brown anarchy. Right? That's white anxiety. Because the system was designed to attend to the needs of white anxiety and to protect the property and the wealth of white people in this system. And that's why you'll find this policing system protecting property so much and choosing property over the people. So this is by design. And this is our moment. And God has chosen you to lead us in that moment. And I am grateful for you. Don't stop. Don't back up. Don't bow. And let's get this work done. This is for us to do. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Yeah.
Anybody else want to? No.
Oh, it's just Myra magic making it work. Okay, okay, I see.
What's your name?
Myra Brown.
Myra Brown. Thank you.
I mean, we are marching with them here.
We're going to pour the excess paint back into the bin, and that way it's not dripping, but it's like for people to help carry the bins as well. Yes, I need 5 volunteers. If y'all could just come right here real quick.
She needs 5 volunteers to come to the middle real quick, but not
I need 5 white people right here, right now.
Okay, go to the middle. Just walk.
Only 5.
I mean, don't all sign up at one time.
All right, black folks, if you got a paper, I would strongly advise handing it over to a white person real quick.
What?
White people are transporting all of the materials at this moment in time.
White people are transporting all the materials at this time.
I know, if you want to, I think. We're visible.
As a whole, the standard they are held to is not the same as doctors, social workers. Like, I
ran out of space in my phone.
Friday night, you should get a concert.
That's so rude. My kids are so rude.
And over here they are. The
Hey,
murderers.
avoid stepping on the paint, please. Obviously, we don't want it on your shoes. We don't want to mess up in the street. As far as this paint, big thing, if somebody wants to carry this, that would be great. Otherwise, we could roll it on a skateboard or something and roll it all the way there. Yeah, we could roll it on that skateboard.
Looks like they're moving again.
Yeah, away from there, you can pick it up and move it over there. We're carrying those to the next location.
Excuse me. Excuse my ignorance. I said murderers or murderers.
David! David!
try and get a better view of the paint over here.
And as soon as you want the picture, everybody steps up.
Of course. Every person comes out. That's little. All of us had no idea.
Alright, so in front of the public safety building, they painted murderers in red paint. Alright, they are marching again. Let's see what this says. Sorry. Guys, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be out here all night with everyone. Let's see what you got in the super chats. Share this stream. Seems like they're going to be marching all night. It seems that they have another location that they're going to. Sorry if you can't hear me too well. Doing my best to narrate, speak and film, get some shots at the same time. So just bear with me. They're chanting Daniel Prude. maybe about 3 leaf blowers so far. The leaf blowers are out because of a case of tear gas. We've seen that tactic used in Portland, where the protesters have the leaf blowers to blow the smoke, the tear gas in the other direction, away from the protesters and back towards the police. I've seen about 3 leaf blowers so far. No tear gas, nothing has been deployed. So let's see how it goes. Again, we have the bikers up here, stopping traffic and just kind of giving them a heads up in case of any road closures or anything like that. We are on State Street, going to be heading up Church Street. Looks like they found their next location. Oops, sorry. We are outside City Hall.
faces every time she get on the camera. Every time she got a press conference, she's playing in our face because she has not turned in her fucking resignation. We don't want reform, we want a resignation. We don't want reform, we want resignation. We don't want reform, we want resignation. We don't want reform, we want resignation. So, we're going to let them know today. We're going to let her know specifically that the clock is indeed ticking on her time as mayor of this here city. Of our city? Whose city? Whose city? Whose street? Whose street? The time and the clock is ticking. We are letting her know that her resignation is due. It's actually overdue. It's overdue because we gave her 24 hours yesterday. And we find her extremely guilty and she gotta go. She gotta go. She gotta go. And you know what? It leave a seat open for somebody else to be the mayor, you know? And I see a bunch of qualified folks out here that can lead this city. I know that y'all can do it. Because we are the change that we seek. Because change is in each and every one of us. Because we know that it's possible to have imagination and lead a city differently. We have examples across this here country of people defunding their police. Lovely Warren, why are our police not defunded? Why are our police not defunded? Are you telling me that a mayor can do nothing but get on TV and play in our face and lie to us? We gotta expect more and we must require more of our elected officials. Or we're gonna tell them what? We want a resignation. We want a what? We want a fucking resignation. On period, y'all. We not taking nothing else. It's time to call a shovel, and a spade, and Lovely Warren is not meant to lead this city, and we know that. Are we out here right now to tell her she's not fit to lead our city? And it leaves us with an opportunity to look at each and every one of us and say, we keep us safe, and we have the power amongst ourselves right here, right now. Look to the left and look to the right. Look how many people out here right now. Right now. Look around you. The power is literally in our numbers. The power is literally in us being out here marching every day. We are making changes. We got how many resignations today? How many did we get today? 4? Man, we got room for more. We got room for more people to put in their resignation. Because again, I believe that integrity is so important. I think it's important for us to do the right thing by humanity, not legality. Legality is not going to save us. It was legal to be a slave, like it was legal for slavery. It was legal for all of these things. I'm not looking for legality. I'm looking for humanity. I'm looking for somebody to say, as a human being, what happened to Daniel Prude should not have happened. I don't care about the law. The law is not going to protect us, and we know that. We know that the justice system is not meant for all of us. We know that. It is not. So I really need y'all to think about that. We can have a world, we can have a community without this oppressive police system. We can have a community without a mayor that's lying to our face and refusing to act and refusing to see the humanity in each and every one of us that's out here. What mayor allows their police officers to assault us the way that they did? What mayor refuses to say anything to her constituents after the police did that to us all last week? Are y'all serious? Y'all should be outraged to think that y'all mayor let that shit happen and has still not come out here and asked for our forgiveness or given us her resignation. It truly is something wrong with the system that allows that to happen to any human being and then say that they acted within their training.
relationship and we saying we tired and we not coming back. We need a resignation today, y'all. Resign today. We're going to do a chant, and I'm going to let somebody else speak. But we are here to make noise. We are here to prove this message that we are the change that we seek. And if our elected officials are not moving within the way that we want them to, then they got to go. They got to what? They got to go. Part of our demand is for the immediate resignation of Lovely Warren. We gave her 24 hours yesterday. She ain't resigned. We here right now. Can I get a time check? It's 11:04. Are we at our 24 hours? So our 24 hours have passed. We have not gotten a resignation from the former, soon-to-be former Mayor Lovely Warren. We still have not gotten a resignation. So let's just leave her a message at her job where she should be tomorrow. Because ain't no hiding from these people. We going to be out here tomorrow too, right? Y'all going to be out here tomorrow too, right? And the day after that? And the day after that? And the day after that? When we mean no justice, no peace. We mean no justice, no motherfucking peace. So we gonna turn the fuck up and let them know that we out here until we get the justice that we seek. Every fucking night. Every fucking night. We out here. And y'all so beautiful for being out here after we got our asses kicked all last fucking week, y'all. It's so beautiful and resilient to see y'all out here and see us out here with all of these people still. We are not Because we got history that show us that the police will continue to deal with impunity. It doesn't matter. Which is why we cannot reform that system. Which is why we encouraging the police officers just to quit. You can quit your job and be a therapist if you want to help people. But if you just want to be a cop, then you want to just collect a check, and we're not okay with that. Who okay with that? Not me, sis, either. I'm not okay with that shit either. Because for me, I went to college to get a good job. Them police officers, some of them don't do shit else but be white and be a boy and be a police officer. And that's fucking it. And eat on us. That's it. They making over $100,000 a year to not live in this city, but to be violent toward people in this city. And I say enough is enough. And I say we can't reform it. And I think all of y'all believe we can't reform it either, or you wouldn't be out here every night. You wouldn't have been out here getting your ass whooped to think that you could reform this system. That don't make no sense, y'all. We can't make it make sense, because it can't make sense. Y'all out here because y'all believe that y'all are changed. Y'all out here because y'all believe that being out here is worth something, even if we get our ass kicked. And y'all, I'm also not buying this old back now thing that they doing. I'm not buying it. Because we was here on Saturday. And if you was here on Saturday, you know for damn sure that they was right here with dogs, with fireworks, with pepper spray, with rubber bullets, with barriers. Y'all saw that shit on Saturday. And I didn't forget that shit. I got PTSD right now from that shit on Saturday. And so does each and every one of us that did out here. I know we can reallocate some of those police funds into mental health services just for us. I know that we can do that because our budget is, what, $100 million for the police? That don't make no sense. And while we need therapy, and while our kids need help reading, and while our city is literally in shambles, they still spend an exorbitant amount of money.
They replacing school money, though.
Firing our teachers. Not giving our kids all the things that they need. But we are literally borrowing money, finding money somewhere to fund the police. I say no more of that shit. I say that we gotta retake what's ours. Let's lead in this message here. Hey, are we ready?
Indict, convict, send no killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, send no killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, send no killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, send no killer cops to jail. The whole damn system
is guilty as hell. So y'all, we have tons of other organizers that organize with us, and I know that because we're always out here on the mic, it might look like it's just us, but it's not. So while we wait for our other products to get here, we're going to hear from some of our other organizers.
I'm just gonna say something real quick before they get on the mic, because they dope as shit. Like, shout out to the folks act like it's organize, agitate, educate, right? Like, this is agitation. This us showing up every day, like, agitate, agitate. But for all of this to get done, for any of this to get done, we had to organize. And we've been organizing. And we've been educating ourselves. So when you go home, take the time to read about what's going on. Take the time to read about the folks that was doing this work before us. Because this didn't just start with us, and it's not over with us. Like, so we gotta take the time to be diligent about reading what the fuck ever. And reading ain't everybody's strong suit, and that's cool, but you could get a service. I'm not gonna shout them out because I don't fuck with Amazon. But it's the thing. You could get and they'll read it to you, or like me and my homies read to each other, because sometimes it's like, I don't want to do that. But it's possible. And that's how we get better. And that's how we beat them at their own game, right? Because they constantly educating and constantly working on different ways to oppress us. And the only way for us to actually get free is for us to read from the folks who already did it so we can study and get it done. That's all I have to say. Here you go.
Hey yo, we gonna slow this shit down a little bit. When I say luck, lead, y'all say fuck you. Love, lead. 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 Fuck you. Yo, let's get love, lead. Fuck you. 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 Love, lead. Fuck you.
You guys, let's do the same thing for Sandra Doyley, who is the most dangerous woman in this fucking region. Y'all ready? Sandra! Fuck you! Sandra! Fuck you! Sandra! Fuck you! Sandra! Fuck you! Give yourselves a round of applause. So you guys, I have an announcement really, really quickly, and this is not for people to panic. This is for you to realize if this is your friend or not, and let us know. So somebody was arrested as we was walking away from the PSB, and they were screaming their name, saying they got arrested. They got separated from their friends. Their name is Kyle Davis. So if you know him, again, his name is Kyle Davis. He got arrested for having a laser pointer at the PSB, saying that he was getting arrested. I mean, that he was separated from his friends. We're gonna call and check on him, try to get him out. But if that's your friend, please come up here and let us know, so we can have the information we need to get him out.
Everybody don't get to get free.
So we go one more time tonight. We're gonna call out Lovely and we're gonna ask for her resignation, right? Because she is not leaving our city, right? So we wrote this up so that she could just copy and paste and send it out to us. Dear constituents, I hereby officially tender my resignation as mayor of Rochester, effective immediately. I accept full responsibility for my complicity in the murder of Daniel Prude and the brutalization of countless black and brown people in the Rochester community. I recognize my failure to put the needs of the Rochester community before the unchecked powers of police and the profits of luxury developers. I regret having surrounded myself with Republican operatives such as Deputy Mayor James Smith and Communications Director Justin Roy. We have so much work to do in this city, and I have proven myself incapable of delivering the moral leadership we need at this time. I apologize to the people of Rochester, to the family of Daniel Prude, and to all others I have let down. Sincerely, Lovely and Warren. And that's not enough, because not only did she fail our city, she let these murderous cops stay on our streets patrolling for 6 months after they brutalized and killed Daniel Prude for 6 months. That is unacceptable. So Mayor Lovely Ann Warren is listed as the defendant versus the people of Rochester. To the above named defendant, you are hereby summoned and charged in the murder of Daniel Prude, son, brother, uncle, and called to resign and atone for the consequences of your actions. If you fail to respond to this summons in the next 24 hours, which we gave her 24 hours ago, judgment by default will be taken against you for the relief demanded in the complainant, the people of Rochester.
Love me! Love you! Love me! Love you! Love me! Love you! Love me! Love you! Sandra! Love you! Love me! Love you! Sandra! Love you! Love me! 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 Love you! Wrap that shit up, y'all!
The people, united, will never be defeated.
The people,
united, will never be defeated. The people, united, will never be defeated. The people, united, will never be defeated.
y'all. So we're going to take a moment and we're going to hear from Jordan. But before we do, not everybody turn around, just the people who are already back there and done the work. Make sure y'all take a picture of our artwork tonight before they send out the face eraser. We're going to hear from Jordan. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hi guys, I'm Jordan. Okay, no. So, I don't. This good? Can you guys hear me? You guys in the back, you can hear me? You guys in the back, you can hear me? I lost my voice a little bit. I know I sound crusty, right? So, I've been out here pretty much since day one. I was out here day 1, 2, and 3 when they were out here attacking us. A lot of you guys do know me. Some of you don't know me in person, but you probably see me on Facebook because, you know, I go live. I be making jokes, having fun, whatnot. I like to bring good vibes, so when I saw this video, of course, like all of you, I knew this could be anybody. Mic check! Mic check! Y'all can hear me? Okay, now everybody really be quiet and listen, because I'm not going to repeat myself. So, as I was saying, I was out here the first 3 days. The first day, I couldn't stop myself from speaking the truth, because like all of you, I'm feeling hurt. This could be anybody. My dad was in the Army. He was a Green Beret for 10 years, so he has PTSD. He's depressed. He has anxiety, all of that. That could be Daniel. When he has his seizures, he comes out. The police cannot handle him. The EMTs cannot handle him. I have to handle him. That literally could have been my dad. And Daniel, it wasn't violent. He was already handcuffed. They put his spit bag over him. Had their knee on his neck before George, and we marched for George. How? They laughed as he threw up with the bag over his head. I'm a lifeguard. I could save a life. I'm CPR certified. I could save a life. I could use a defibrillator. I can do this. The EMTs laughed. They laughed. Didn't take the bag off though. Didn't follow protocol. Didn't take the cuffs off. But what did they do to us when we marched? When we used words, they shot at us. They shot at me. Y'all see how I am right now? Where I'm violent at? I might have a silver tongue. I didn't know it cut that deep though. You feel me? Second day, what happened? Shot us up, pepper bullets. The second day, instead of being out in front, I was a medic. Third day, when we was on State Street, my own cousin that y'all saw talking that I was hyping up, that's my blood. I had to sit there and wash her eyes out. She didn't even know it was me. They heard it right in the fucking face. How would y'all feel if that was your fucking cousin? Outraged. That's why I'm still here. The third day, y'all wanna know why I was in there? I was in the hospital, exhausted. But I was here. The 5th day I was here. And where am I right now? Where am I at right now? Still here. And where all of us going to still be at? Right here. And why? Because that shit is not right. Anybody who could do that, you're not a human. They want to say black people, Native Americans, minorities, we savages, we not humans. They not the humans. How can you take a life? How can you take a life and laugh? We had officers laughing at us while we was protesting, telling the truth. They got mad when we exposed them for covering it up. Nah, we didn't expose them. That's just the truth. That's why they was so hurt. They thought they was going to get away with it, but we wasn't going to let that happen. We not going to let history repeat itself, are we? Are we? Are we? So we're going to keep being here. We're going to keep marching. And the same way we got LaRon and his council out, we're going to get Lovely and her people out. And we're going to take back our city. Because whose city is this? Whose city is this? Whose street is this? Why would they sign up to protect the people in the streets that they scared of, though? Other than for a check. That's the real question. And that's why they got to get the what? The fuck out of here. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Get their asses the fuck out of here. Thank y'all for being here. Shout out to all of y'all. And one more thing. Saturday, I'm having a community get-together for all of us. For Daniel, for everybody that's been lost to brutality, police-wise, black-on-black crime-wise, whatever it is. It's for us. It's for the whole community.
Black crime don't exist. It's called proximity-based violence.
It does exist. It's us against us. It's us against us. You can use all the words you want. At the end of the day, it's us against us. We're here right now for us against them. At the end of the day, we need to stop being us against us. It don't matter what the beef is. It don't matter what the beef is. It don't matter what. It does not matter what the beef is. It does not matter what the beef is. In the world's eyes, that's what they're calling it. In the world's eyes, that's what they're calling it. Stop acting like I'm not speaking the truth. Don't act like I'm not speaking the truth.
What we're not going to do is interrupt her. We're going to let her finish.
What y'all not gonna do is y'all not gonna silence black women when they're talking on black issues. So, listen, it doesn't matter if you don't agree with that black woman, you're not gonna silence a black woman, not on my fucking watch. We can disagree. I'm a black woman and I disagree with what she's saying, but I'm gonna let her fucking speak because she's hurting the same way our whole fucking community is hurting. So y'all not gonna silence nobody. She gonna speak and then we gonna speak and that's it. But we're not silencing nobody. So I'm gonna need y'all to be respectful and give her her space. So serious.
Call it what you want. I understand. I'm not saying you're wrong. But in the world's eyes, that's what they're calling it. That's what they're calling it. They don't want to call it for what it is. That's what they're calling it. So I'm addressing it in a way that everybody gonna understand. So at MLK Park at 12 o'clock, it's an all-day party. Bring your sage, bring your paints, bring the good vibes. All of y'all's invited, because it's for us. Thank you.
Let's give Jordan a round of applause. So 100%, we never gonna silence black women, right? And the way we learn, and let me tell you, all of us have to be untaught. All of us have to unpack white supremacist thinking, right? We were all, don't act like we got what we got. We've been woke. Don't act like we've been arrived. We're all learning, and this is the process. But what white folks not gonna do is sit here and take that back. It's called proximity-based violence and intercommunal violence. And she understands it as black-on-black violence because that's what the world and the white supremacist media puts out, right? We know that people harm who they know. And that's white people harming white people, black people harming black people, etc., 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 right? But, exactly, except when it comes to the police, right? So we're all learning together. We're all unpacking together. And when somebody says something, we don't attack them. We let them finish, especially if it's a black woman, and we unpack it together after it's done.
So thank you, Jordan. We love you, and we all got this together. Period. Did y'all take a picture of our artwork? Did y'all turn around and see it? What is that? So y'all, we're gonna let Jay speak and then I'll come back to the mic. Let's give him a round of applause.
All Black Lives Matter. All Black Lives Matter.
Period.
First, I want to say, fuck Lovey. Fuck 12. Fuck 12. Fuck 12. Who we prosecuting? Who we prosecuting? Who we prosecuting? What about Lovely? What about Lovely? What about Luau? What about all those 7 officers? What about the EMTs? Tell them to stop playing in our fucking face. Tell them to stop playing in our fucking face. Because that's what they've been doing for years. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. Y'all better be louder than me, because if I'm louder, then there's a problem. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love. We must support each other. We have nothing to lose but our change. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love. We must love. We must support each other. We must support each other. We have nothing to lose but our change. We have nothing to lose but our change. I say. Not me! Fuck you! Not me! Fuck you! Not me! Fuck you! Not me! Fuck you! Donald Trump! Fuck you! Donald Trump! Fuck you! Donald Trump! Fuck you! Not me! Fuck you! Not me! Fuck you! Donald Trump! Fuck you! Back that shit up, y'all!
So out here in front of City Hall, they painted "Resign" in the streets. That is a message to Mayor Lovely Warren for her to resign. She had 24 hours. They had drafted up a formal resignation letter. All right, everyone. I'm going to wrap up here soon, but I'm going to stay out with them in case if anything happens. Thank you for watching. We have some letters up here. Justice for Downey and Prude. So this way in the morning, hopefully the mayor will see these messages and get the idea. All right, everyone. If you are not a member, please subscribe. Status quo. I will be out here for the rest of the night with these protesters, but I'm going to turn off the live stream. Thank you for watching, and yep, we'll hold on a second. I want to get one more shot of the barrier that they have set up here. It's actually very nice. Very creative with the shields. Alright, that's it everyone. Alright, have a good night.